Has anyone just like pissed you off?
Yeah. Plenty of times, actually.
Yeah. Just the other day, I was coming out of the parking lot, and you know how you always got that every other, right?
Mhm.
I'm a firm believer of the every other. Like if you violate that, life in prison. No,
Yeah.
no parole.
Was this after school?
Yeah, after school. So I was coming out of the front lot, and we had the every other going, and this person, you know, they double went. The person there like
Yeah, that's happened to me.
and then they went again. And so I give him a little, I hit the horn a little bit, and I look
Did
up.
you do like the longhorn or the beep beep?
It was a light little tap, but you know, mentally I was getting ready to kind of give them some grace. You know, maybe if they were in a rush or something.
Right.
Mhm.
I look up, and it's this mom driving her kid, and the mom is just glued on the phone.
Oh
I
my
mean, just
God.
glued on the
Double
phone.
whammy.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
it's hard to let go of stuff like that. It's just
Yeah.
like there's no excuse. Like, do you guys have trouble like letting go of stuff when like there really is
I
just
feel
no
like
excuse?
I don't let go of things. I feel like more things just flood my mind and then it just goes to the back. You remember like Inside Out? They shot freaking memory
That's
to the back of the mind.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
That's, yeah.
So you're saying like it doesn't like even
Like-
if you don't forgive them, you just eventually forget about it?
No, I forget about it, and forgetting about it allows me to forgive them. Like if I see
Really?
them again, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, you did this to me." I'm gonna be like, "That was in the past, bro." You're
Really?
fine." Yeah.
Okay, because I was actually talking to
Unless
a
you,
buddy.
like,
I
kill
was
my mom or something. Then we're gonna
Wow.
No,
Okay,
my day.
yeah,
What
probably.
an extreme example.
No, I was talking to a buddy of mine, Ben, and he actually had some. We were talking about some of his past teachers, and he had some really interesting stuff about like he doesn't forgive, like he just only forgets. He doesn't forgive at all. So we'll take a listen to that real quick. First of all, are you the kind of person that holds on to grudges for a while, or is this pretty uncommon for you?
It depends on the person. Like, I can hold grudges, but I don't hold many grudges.
Okay, so you don't hold a lot, but when you do, you hold on to them pretty tightly.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, so do you think like the grudges that you do have, do you want to let go of them, or do you like want to hold on to them for whatever reason?
Oh, I will continue to hold on to them.
So do you think there's any benefit to you holding on to these grudges?
Yeah, I'm educating the future generation of how god awful these teachers are.
If it was like, let's say it was just for you though, like do you think you as a person benefit at all from continuing to hold on to this?
No.
No,
But
you
in
don't.
turn, I'm helping other people benefit personally and educationally. I have had like personal grudges more recently than not,
Yeah.
but at some kind of like at some point it's just not helpful to you or the other person.
Okay, yeah, so personal grudges, you don't typically hold on to personal grudges for quite as long. Yeah, why is that? Like, yeah, if it's a personal thing, why is it that you tend to let go of that a little bit easier?
It's more like in the moment. Like, I'll hold on to a grudge, like, personally for, like, a week or so. And then I kind of just, like, I move past it. Like, it's not, like, as serious as other grudges I hold.
Okay, so do you think that when you said you just kind of move past it, do you think you forgive that person, or do you just kind of forget about it? Like, it just begins to lose importance?
It kind of just begins to lose importance.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's definitely the anti-forgiveness.
For sure.
He is definitely
I don't
not
know.
the forgiving
I
type
don't
of
think
person.
he's like mean.
He's not.
I don't agree with him.
Really? Okay.
But it's like it's coming out of the kindness of his own heart. He's like, man, I really did not like this teacher or this person. I'm gonna warn other people about it, even if it hurts me and hinders me a little bit by holding on to this grudge.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, I can fully say I understand where he's coming from. I think there's inevitably going to be that teacher or that person that you just don't like, and you want to give people a heads up if they're going to, partake in their class.
He's
or-
kind of acting on everyone's intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, what if I didn't forgive them?
Right.
What if I just held on to that
And
until it loses importance?
Yeah, and in that sense, I can understand. Do I fully agree? Maybe not. But
No, I do not agree.
okay, but I can fully understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
And I think that
Because forgiving is hard.
Yeah.
You don't want
100%.
to. You don't want to. You want to hold on to it.
I had an interview with my good buddy Khalid, and he said that along with forgiveness, maturity is really key. He said that forgiveness, it takes a strong person to forgive,
For sure.
right? And but along with that, it's two elements. Again, it's maturity and it's forgiveness. And he had something to say about that.
Forgiveness is so important, especially it's the same thing as grudges. Like the more you forgive, the less hate you have in general. You'll be a happier person.
So is it safe to say you should, you should want to forgive, maybe?
I would say, yeah, I would say you will want, but a lot of people think forgiveness isn't the same as being like reimbursing somebody or like being back with somebody. I can
Right.
forgive you and never talk to you again. Like I think that's the biggest problem. People think like if I forgive you, then everything went back to step 0 or whatever it was.
All right.
But if you forgive somebody, you just forgive somebody for doing you wrong, and then that can just be the end of it. It's always best to move on, but it's never easy to do it.
Okay. It requires a certain level of maturity, would you say?
I would say maturity, thought, like thinking, strength, and self-awareness and self-love. I would say a lot of people look for love in other people when they don't love themselves enough, and that's why people are so attached to another person because they think they'll give them what they need when they can just get it from themselves.
All right. Yeah, that was good. I like that. I mean, I really liked what he said about, forgiveness. It almost has nothing to do with the person who did you wrong. It's entirely this kind of internal self-peace and in turn kind of self-love that you can give yourself. And it doesn't have anything to do with the other, making it right or, the other person being like better in any way. It's all you, which is, I read something from the Mayo Clinic actually recently that said that if you forgive, and this kind of ties into that self-peace, you have less anxiety, healthier relationships, overall improved mental health. And then in turn from that, you can actually start to see some physical health benefits. Some of the benefits for forgiving someone that the Mayo Clinic found were lower blood pressure, stronger immune system, and improved heart health. So, I mean, yeah, it's just important. Yeah, even if you don't he said that he wants to forgive, but even if you don't want to,
It's just better for you.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's wrong if you don't want to.
you think it's
Like,
wrong.
Okay. No one wants to, I feel like, but it's wrong if you feel like that's okay. Kind of.
So
It's
you,
like I feel like it's.
you think holding on for
I think holding
a long period
on
of time is
for a long
detrimental?
period of time is going to do a lot more harm than good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, have your month or two of hating this person, but if you're just gonna keep holding on to it, it's like you're only hurting yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Like forgiveness isn't necessarily for the person that wronged you; it's for you.
correct.
Kind of like what Tommy said in my interview with him. He said at first it was kind of like an infection, not forgiving someone, and then he was like, no, and I was like, maybe like a thorn in your side, and he was like, yeah, it's like a thorn in your side.
Do you think there's a benefit to holding a grudge against someone?
Absolutely not, because a grudge connects you to a person that might not deserve that connection. If you hold a grudge, it won't bring you happiness or peace.
100%.
But it's understandable to hold a grudge, even though it might not be the most useful thing, because staying mad just makes you unhappy. It ruins the things in life where this person that you hold a grudge against would be. I would say it's like an infection, maybe not an infection, just like a
It's
blockade.
like a thorn in your side.
A thorn in your side, because it keeps you connected to a time that you shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
You should let it go, even though it's very hard.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think there were a lot of connections to what Khalid said, especially about, going into this, this is kind of something that I thought about forgiveness, that it meant that, it was a burden taken off of the other person.
Mhm.
You know, that's kind of what I always felt that it was. But, you know, listening to what Tommy said and what Khalid said, you know, they make it pretty clear that it's not a burden off the other person. It's a burden off yourself.
Right.
You know, it's totally just for you.